So I think that Ghislaine Maxwell now, after this reporting about her being, I knew that she was being treated as, and for the record, I hip news, I don't think that she has a puppy. I mean, the dog program, those dogs are trained from the time they're young until they're in very specific conditions. Those are going to be service animals. The people that run that program are really serious about what they do. If she maybe was granted permission to pet one of the puppies, maybe that happened. I get that. And even that is unusual, so granted. But nobody gave her a fucking dog. She doesn't have a dog. The reason that sex offenders are not allowed in camps is because there are animals there. And also sometimes they have baby programs where people come in pregnant and have their babies while they're there. And they can have their kids there for up to 2 years old. So that we had one of those in Washington State, in state prison. Not in federal prison. I don't think they have baby programs there. But they have a dog program. That is enough. She doesn't have a dog. She doesn't have a dog. So I'd like to just be really specific and honest about things that I say online. She doesn't have a dog. I can almost positively say that. Pretty positively. I think that saying things that you don't know are true or irresponsible. But I do believe, because I've been in federal prison, and it is a kiddie camp, but it is still a federal prison, and there are still rules and regulations, things you can do. Well, like no sex traffickers are allowed at camp. That's one. But another is the reporting about not just the officer who said he was tired of being treated like her bitch, but the warden's involvement. That's what really bothers me. This warden's involvement bothers me a lot. She's giving her access to faxes and emails and a computer that her attorneys can bring in that you're not supposed to have. Inmates do not have access to the internet, the open internet. That's a no-no. But they're giving it to her. And I think that she is getting as many people as she can to corroborate her witness testimony / confession against Felon 47. I think she has to, in order to get out, she's got 20-year sentence. So she's got, 16, 17 years of it left. If she has any hope of getting out, the only hope is through him. Because the Supreme Court kiboshed her appeal. She's done. That's her only hope. The thing is, with these files coming out, she's got to get that pardon now. Like now, before those things come out. But Trump, yeah, she can hurt him. But that's inevitable. These files are going to come out. They're going to hurt him, right? She's going to be hurt. And she's already been hurt by these emails that show she was lying to Todd Blanche. She was lying to him. And I'm going to remind you, the Republicans said that the redacted name that spent hours at Jeffrey's house with Trump, that redacted name is what Republicans said. We have no confirmation that was Giuffre. The only reason they said that was because Giuffre looked forward to him becoming president because he made his whole fucking campaign about releasing these fucking files. They all did. They made their identities, their whole political identities were subsumed in the Epstein files and their release and the deep state and all that other bullshit. That's why. So Virginia Giuffre believed that he would release them. I'm not sure. She wasn't the one. I think it was probably Katie Farmer or somebody like that really has allegations against Trump that are credible. How many people do you know that have 26 sexual assault allegations to their credit? How many? Ghislaine Maxwell is behind the scenes working diligently, trying to threaten the fuck out of him to get out of prison before those files drop, because she will never have a chance then. She needs to get put back into Tallahassee where she can do the kind of time that pedophiles should do. They should do that kind of time. Not safe there. People were mean to me. The girls threatened to beat me up all the time. Yeah, they did. They did. And I was right. I would have been right there. I was one of those girls. So I know what kind of time she did in Tallahassee. She needs to be sent back. Don't send her back to Tallahassee now. She knows she's not going to get a pardon. If she panics, she's gone. She can leave. She can just walk off She can walk off. She has work privileges. She's gone. She's going to have a buddy pick her up. She is out of here. He's not going to pardon her. She's gone. She's not going to go. They need to put her back in Tallahassee right now before she leaves. It'll be an escape. They'll be looking for her. There'll be a reward, but nobody will find her. Get her back in Tallahassee. She's going to fucking bolt. I guarantee it. And the girls in camp are just being nice or not beating her ass because they're about to get out of prison. They have a lot to lose, everything to lose, right? And besides that, if you speak up against her, you get shipped out. It's already happened. She's running that prison. She's running Bryan, Texas right now. Fuck. Rich fucking people, man. The shit they get away with, huh? God, they get away with so much. I think that she's working diligently right now to try to come up with other people to corroborate. Maybe she's planted fucking stories in different newspapers like time bombs, telling Trump, if you don't give me a pardon by this such and such date, these stories are all coming out. I can't do anything to control it now. If I were her, this is what I'm thinking. If I were her, the more that comes out, the more she's fucked. They're all fucked. Do you understand that? This is why that email that Michael Wolff wrote was so prescient, right? I'd just let him hang himself. Just let him lie. He'll just hang himself. If he keeps lying, that's just the more shit you'll have on him. That's just the more shit we the people would have on him, right? Just let him hang himself. Very prescient. Not just because Epstein hung himself, but these files they hung him, and now Trump is hanging himself over these files. And she will too. They all will. They're all hanging themselves over these files. If you were looking at 20 years in prison and you had no moral character, you had no morality at all, no integrity, no morality, you were just empty inside. You were just a dead person inside who only cared about status, money, and the things that those things could get you. You only wanted to be around rich and famous people. You only wanted the life that a billionaire could give you. You just had to do a few things for him, right? That's the kind of woman she is. Can you imagine what she's up to right now? Trying to get this pardon from Trump? No wonder he's falling apart. Oh, yeah.